But now I have written unto you, not to keep company, if any man that is called a brother be a fornicator, covetous, or a idolater, or a railer, or a drunkard, or any extortioner. With such a one, no, not to eat. For what have I to do to judge them also that are without? Do not ye judge them that are within? But them that are without, God judgeth. Therefore, put away from amongst yourselves that wicked person. If I had a topic for the days or the morning sermon, it would be bad company. Bad company. This passage of Scripture, Paul was writing, he gave us a whole list of folk that you don't supposed to hang around with. And the reason why he talks about hanging around the wrong influences in your life, because it will teach you how to be what they are. I remember I was at a job and I had a guy who said, "What's up?" all the time. "What's up, man? What's up?" Before I'm hanging around him, I'm start saying, "What's up? What's up? What's up?" You know, even when I was working at Westminster, I couldn't stand country music. I grew up on rap and R&B. I'm walking around singing Travis Tritt, Hootie and the Blowfish, Clean Clear Water Revival. You know, I'm singing these songs. I'm like, what is wrong? The people are like, what are you singing? And they were good. I was getting in deep with it. Because I heard it played over the air all the time, and it influenced me. Something I would never listen to, would never enjoy. You know, I'm listening to country music and all this kind of crazy stuff going on in 70s and rock and Pink Floyd. And y'all might say, who? Some of y'all. They're good bands, but I didn't. It exposed me, but the fact that I was influenced by something I would never expect. Same way with people who are, we would call, Paul said, evil. And some people are not evil, they just, or wicked, they just weak. Everybody's not wicked, they're just weak. And you got to learn the difference between wicked people and weak people. Because some people just, you know, some people dealing with addiction, something, it's not that they're bad, they're just weak. They got struggle. Dealing with any kind of addiction, sexual addiction or whatever. They weak. But then when you don't care, and you trying to get everybody else to go with you, then you're wicked. Because that's Satan. Because Satan took a third of God's angels with him because he was wicked. And when you're trying to fight something off, and when Paul said, when he talk about these, you know, fornicators, people, sexual sin, you know, you have not having sex without being married. People say, well, Pastor, have you fornicated? I fornicated a lot. But I was weak. I wasn't wicked. It is natural. Right now, if I ain't had Jesus and I keep people out of my, and too many people I'm not attracted to, now I'm picky. Thank God for pickiness. It saves me. It keeps me out of sin. Because I'm really picky at who I deal with, and I'm not attracted to a lot of people. But when I find somebody I'm attracted to, I got to pray. Because it's easy for me, and you're in middle age, I ain't dead. And you don't have to be, it ain't about holiness. If you walk out the rain, or you walk outside, and it's below 35 without coat on, ain't you going to shake and shiver? Everybody. So if you see something attracting you, something going to rise up in you. For me. Just natural. It ain't got nothing to do with you don't love Jesus. You do. And that's natural. But you got to pray. Paul ain't talking about that. Paul talking about those who don't care about what opinion of Jesus and just go out there and do it all willy-nilly. Paul talking about those who, extortioners, people who steal your money and try to rob you and lie to you and get you saying they need money for a bill and they went out and buy a pair of shoes. They are extortioners. We always talk about extortion like somebody got $1 million conglomerate and they trying to say, no, extortioner is somebody who wrongfully extort anything from you that was not really intended, or they gave you a wrong intent for getting whatever. Is it money? You borrow your car? That's extortion. And you definitely don't want to keep company around them. Idolaters, people who worship people, things more than God. Don't hang around them. That's bad. That's bad company. One scripture says, don't take advice from people like that. Have you heard somebody give bad advice about relationships? Girl, that man left me, I cut his tires. Girl, don't listen to her. I smashed his windows, girl. He will never do that to me. That's why you ain't got nobody, because you're a lunatic. Oh man, I got a good woman. Man, don't worry about that woman, man. She'll be there. You can have a side chick. Hold up. She home, that's your main, this your side. God, and then they're going to bring God in it. God told us to be fruitful and multiply. No, he didn't say that. Bruh, don't keep company with that. If you're a boy, stop keeping company with them. Because they trying to influence you, and that's wickedness, to do wrong, which they know is wrong. That's why they living in a one-bedroom apartment trying to make it, because their woman kicked them out. And they're going to tell you to be joined up as a roommate. These are the type of people Paul was telling us not to keep company with. They are bad company. And it's not to say you can't talk to them, but don't congregate. Don't hang around. Don't visit often. Don't have them on your Facebook and texting you about everything they do. I let people alone to their own demise. I always tell people, in every action is a built-in blessing and there's a built-in curse. There's a blessing and a burden to every action you do. I ain't got to judge you. It's going to judge itself, because every action, God already built it in. Whatever lifestyle you live. If you go to work, if you got a job, and you party at night and get lit, get drunk, get high, and you can't make it to work, you financially will be in a struggle because you will be unemployed. Some of us thought we could do that, and we found out it caught us one night. If you go around, sleep around, if people say unprotected sex, any sex, because one day you're going to be unprotected. When you even have protection, you might get gonorrhea of AIDS. Group it all in one. A venereal disease if you do that kind of lifestyle. It's going to catch you. And we don't want to talk about that in church. If you don't pay BG&E, you will be in the dark. If you pay them, you can have AC, PlayStation, cable. You can do all that if you pay them. But if you don't pay them, there's certain consequences come with your actions. It just happened. So, you can't keep bad company with people who are always telling you how to do things wrong. Because Proverbs said, don't make friends with evil people or angry people. Have you been around mad folk and you got mad? people hype you up? Can some folk hype you up? I remember, and I'll say this, and I name no names, but I was in a relationship with somebody. Let's go that way. But they were so stressful. They were stressing out that they had, you know, that what do they call it? That moving leg syndrome, where your legs shake, restless leg syndrome. And you know, and I've been, you know, with them for a number of years, and it looked like an earthquake at night, and it used to wake me up. But then one night, and I remember, their leg was on my leg, and my leg started shaking too. I rebuked the devil and the demon. I got old, and I didn't know that spirit transferred because it was stress related. I ain't lying. My leg, I was asleep. I thought it was them. It was me. My leg was going. And I never thought this, and from then on, I moved over so they couldn't touch me. It just messed my mind up. Because that's like the Bible thing. We don't believe all that spirit stuff, and you hear the spirits and all that stuff. But when when things start happening, for real, and I rebuked it, and I start calling it Legion. I was casting. Because my leg was moving, I didn't want it to move. That was some bad company. So I find out when you're around certain people, certain things can happen to you. People can bring hell to your life. People can jack your life up. You were all right until they showed up. Let me say this. I have no problem of jacking my own self up. I understand when I ruined it, I blew it, I fell off the wagon. I have no problem with that. But I have a major problem when somebody else did it. And I learned not to have people come in my life that's going to mess up mine. If you're going to mess up mine, I don't care how fine you are, how nice you are, how friendly you are. No, boo-boo, you got to go. Because I know the older you get, the harder it is to fight things off. You ain't got the energy, you ain't got the strength, you ain't got the patience. At 21, 20, you can deal with a lot of hiccups, breakups, money jacked up, doing dumb stuff. You know, like I said, you can be John Wick and Jane Wick, and y'all can shoot up and you can recover. When you start getting middle age, you ain't got all that gunslinging stuff going on. Because you're weaker. And you don't need bad company around you. So if you're young, don't hang it. I tell young people, find out who your influences are. And stop looking at what people say, look behind you. What do you mean look behind? Look what their life is. Look what they're doing. Look how they're hanging. Look what they're working with. And let me say this. I don't know who you are just by going in your cell phone now and see who your contacts are. Because you're only going to hang around what you like. Let me say this. Certain people I can't hang around. Because I don't stroll that way. And it's not the fact I'm racist or prejudiced or sexist, but I don't hang around guys who may be gay. I just don't hang around them. Because I'm an alpha male. The Bible says you don't, so not to say worldly, oh, and the world says nothing wrong. The Bible says it's not good. So if I'm a kingdom mindset person, not to hate on nobody, because see, a lot of times people understand something. When we deal with people who deal with other sex, I ain't talking about race. Race is of the devil. If you have an issue with someone who's of another color or another race, then you that's not God. But if someone have a different lifestyle, whether it's sex, or they like to drink, or they like to smoke weed, or whatever, and you don't agree to that, God gives you the right not to be around it. Now, people say, you judging me. Why are you judging folk? All right, let me use this point. You robbed the bank. You got convicted for robbing the First National Bank. And I don't want to put you on a finance committee in the church. You judging me. No, you robbed First National Bank. Did you get convicted for robbing First National Bank? Yes. Why would I put you on a finance committee? Well, I changed. I don't know that. I might be tempting you to take the money. The Bible says if you do it to a green tree, what are you going to do to a dry one? Proverb. So don't say I judge you. You know what? The Judge Smith judged you for 10 years and you got a conviction. So when I type your name up and you got conviction for stealing, you are judged. Now I shouldn't judge you and treat you bad, but I have the right not to put you on the finance committee. That's not judging. You are judged. Your actions judged you. Now it's my decision not to put you there based on what you did behind you. And you might love Jesus all